time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Monday morning, May 9th, 2016. Well, good morning to you all on this lovely Monday morning. Back to work, back to school. Here are your news and odds, and our top story at 8 a.m. is it's still a day for North Carolina Governor Pat McCrory. The U.S. Justice Department has sent his office a letter of warning claiming that the state's controversial bathroom law is a violation of the Civil Rights Act. Washington. Donald Trump says that taxes on Wolfing could increase if he elected president of the year supports the increase in the minimum wage. A delegate from the Texas in 2012 Republican Electoral Convention testified as Mitt Romney, the party's nominee. That year's will skip this year's convention as Donald Trump warned the Colorado signals for GOP discord. Pyongyang, North Korea. North Korea's ruling party Congress on Monday announced a new telephone. Kim Jong-un, party chairman of the movement party likes are the off-way to the country's first Congress in 36 years aimed at bolstering the young leader. Here comes the sound in Mercury. It's 7:12 a.m. as Mercury is on the move. Austrian Chancellor Werner Faymann abruptly resigned Monday, saying he lost the backing of his Social Democratic Party. Faymann, 56, who heads the government but is appointed by the president, made the surprise announcement in a brief statement. Manila, Philippines. The latest on the presidential election in the Philippines were Rodrigo Duterte married at 7 City Davao, led pre-election polls promising to wipe out crime and corruption in the 3 to 6 months and he wins all. London British Prime Minister David Cameron has outlined his big, bold Panther cause for the UK to say that the European Union in this country would be weaker and less equipped to combat terrorism if he voted to leave. Brussels. The Greek talks start entering it on all too familiar stage, as the country's creditors appear to be a standoff over whether to give fresh aid to Athens. Kabul, as many as 73 people were killed Sunday in the southeastern African Ghazni province, where 2 miners collided with a fuel truck when they exploded, officials said. Supporters of Donald J. Trump turned into national effort at a campaign rally at the Northwest Washington Fairgrounds in Linden, Washington, as Republican infighting put the party elders back in the demand. The Ferguson, Missouri Police Department is set to threaten its first African-American police chief Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Major television sponsor of Miami officers were selected in April after a free-by nationwide search of the city and sent a news release. It's a time-honored tradition in the U.S. military academy in West Point, New York. Graduate seniors in Baldwin started Super High called uniforms and posted photo in front of the instructor hall as Black West Point cadets entered scrutiny for race fist in the photo. Escaped inmate walks up despite spreading the plans. In Norton, residents are being asked to fill out a survey on Gatra bus transportation. Windsor, Massachusetts officials say a motorist successfully navigated treacherous currents off the coast of Cape Cod this past weekend when he swam in a half-mile in a safe debris and froze for the vessel. The U.S. Coast Guard was alerted via an unmanned 21-foot bird circling near the Famous Kursk around 10:20 a.m. Sunday. Less than 10 minutes later, employees in the Windsor Oceanic Institution report that the rescued man in his late 20s. The man who wasn't in the body was found suffering from a sore shoulder and mild heart preferred due to the water temperature. He could to be hospitalized. Freedom of New Hampshire. Police say a 23-year-old Massachusetts man was killed and his passenger was injured in a weekend crash in eastern New England that left nearly 1,500 residents without power. London, the U.S. economy's fundamentals are solid and growth this year. It should pick up around 2.5%, but the Federal Reserve current waited to see approach to monetary policy as appropriate a federal policymaker said on Monday. U.S. stock futures were higher than this morning after 2 straight weeks of the losses of the Dow and S&P 500 and 3 down weeks in a row for the Nasdaq. One of the biggest decisions we'll face in the retirement when to take Social Security on. Seniors receive 39% of the income from this program, and over half of the seniors get moved into half of their income from Social Security. Tampa, Florida. Motorists are very little shift in the prices at the pump, less making as oil prices seem to be stabilized as gas prices are hovering around the highest levels in more than 6 months, and the national average has remained about $2 per gallon for 46 days. This mock North Dakota. The number of rigs operated in North Dakota was down 2 from the previous week and nearly 7% below the time last year's state data shows. Sunday, Smith said they made a Senate against some false fuel industry as Austria is blocking the Alabama coal from one of the world's largest ports. Abuja, Nigeria media reported Monday a group called itself the Nigeria to Avengers Force Evacuation facilities operated by Real Dutch Shell. Company Oil Services. Company Wood Group said Monday they secured two new contracts in Iraq that will bring more than revenue, create more than 100 new jobs. Take a look at the stock market report. The Dow up 7.5 92 points to 17,740.63. S&P 500 trades 37.14 at Nasdaq 4,736.15. Not all scientific insights require $1.1 billion experiment to observe gravity waves at Nevada. Jet particle calamity buried into Europe. NASA has released 56 formally patented agency technologies that are put up in debate, making the government-developed technologies freely available to restricted commercial use. Montana's weapon-19 caused gas rumbles have been felt in the area as a massive volcano recharges its magma stores. More than 200 passengers on a British cruise ship had fallen in with a gas condition over hours, the CDC reported. I've been on to many. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month is filled with celebrations, speeches, YouTube videos, fun runs, and raising auditoriums, public awareness about mental illness. The growing popularity of e-cigarettes has been an intended consequence for young children swallow to being exposed to liquid nicotine that can be contained within devices, according to a new study. The first case of the Zika virus in King County confirmed last Monday. There is a growing concern that the virus will spread throughout the state and the entire country. Peter Cello News Time, 8:07, time out for a sports report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox defeated the New York Yankees 5-1, while the New England Revolution lose to the LA Galaxy 4-2. Tonight, the Sox will square against the Oakland Athletics. Game time, 7:10 p.m. While the North Lancers baseball team will have a game against the Medfield Warriors. Real Madrid and coach Zinedine believes that if they can happen to have the side fans for the La Liga title. Prince Harry and First Lady Michelle Obama opened the second half of Invictus games on Sunday night, saluted the very president of the human spirit, and New York, the champion Dave played at number 54 and replaced him of his locker where his automated soccer t-shirts, caps, jerseys, and gloves. Peter Cello News Time is now 8:08 on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school, and it's time now for a Trevor Report. Let's start off now route where 146 on the stop outside and then so from Route 15 to Route 95 downtown Providence. 95 on the stop outside and then so from Petacoli into downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side and then so from Route 114 and Seacock all the way at the downtown Providence to Route 95. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow from 37 to Wark all the way at the downtown Providence. 146 on both ends also after Route 99 to 146 to Lincoln North Smithfield Stretch. 199 northbound side from 126 to Lincoln to Route 122 Woonsocket. Route 4 on both ends a little slow for the North Kingside stretch. 130 on the westbound side and it's a little slow for the Newport stretch. Down in the Cape, 28 on the northbound side, stop and go from North Falmouth all the way at the borderway. But Route 6 from Samoa to Orleans. 95 on the northbound side, stop and go from Route 1 and then Sheridan all the way at the Route 128 Canton. 24 on the northbound side, so from 139 and Soakton all the way at the Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side and then so from Jeremy Street and Hingham all the way to the Braintree Split. 120 southbound side, so from 95 and Canton all the way to the Braintree Split. Southeast Expressway south northbound side, so from the Split all the way at the Mass Park. Southeast Expressway southbound side, so to the Dorchester stretch. Mass Park on the eastbound side and then so from Route 9 Fairham all the way at the Port Tunnel. And Mass Park on the westbound side and so from Logan to South Boston. 495 on the northbound side and so from Milford to Route 9 in Wellesley, in Westburn. 120 at the northbound side and then so from 109 to Westwood all the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 120 to southbound side and then so from Route 1 and Peabody all the way at the Waltham. 93 to southbound side and then so from Bedford all the way down to the Zinkin Bridge. Route 1 to the southbound side and then so from Route 16 and Chelsea all the way up to the Zinkin Bridge. Some of the tunnels, slope count is looking good. Westbound and westbound side, so Logan to South Boston. Route 2 to the westbound side, and then so for the Lexington Switch. Route 2 eastbound side, so from Belmont all the way to Fresh Pond Parkway, Cambridge. Route 3 southbound side is typical from Lowell to Millwick, and then breaks again before Route 128 in Burlington. 93 is southbound side, so from 485 and all the way after Route 125 in North Andover. 485 to the northbound side, so from Westwood all the way at the Lowell. 485 to the southbound side, it's the Lowell around the Hudson Stretch. 485 to the northbound side, and then so after Route 2 in Littleton. Up in Northern New Hampshire, Northern New England, highways around Vermont on Leg again. Down in Southern New Hampshire, 93 to the northbound side, also between I-89 and Route 393, Concord, New Hampshire. Evan turned back to the also around the Merrimack Stretch, 93 to the southbound side, so the Derry Stretch. Mass back to the eastbound side, it is 101 to the eastbound side, also before Route 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire. But highways and byways that may not look again. At Worcester vicinity, 290 eastbound side, so from 146 to Route 9 in Worcester, 146 at the northbound side, so before 290 in Worcester. At Springfield, 991 at the northbound side, and then so from 57 to 291. 291 at the eastbound side, so from Route 20 to Route 90 in Springfield. Down in Hartford, 991 at the southbound side, so from 291 to I-84, I-84 at the eastbound side, so from Farmington all the way to downtown Hartford. 91 at the northbound side, and then so from Route 9 to Milltown all the way at the downtown Hartford. Woburn Cross Parkway, so at Route 91 in Meriden. 691 at the eastbound side, so from Meriden Switch. I-84 at the eastbound side, so from Warrenbury to Cheshire, and I-84 to the westbound side, so from Newtown to Denonbury. 95 at the southbound side, and then so from Brentford all the way down to New Haven at 91. 95 at the northbound side, so West Haven Stretch. Merritt Parkway, westbound side, so from Bridgeport all the way out to New Canaan. 95 at the southbound side, so from Route 8 in Bridgeport all the way out to Greenwich. Highways and byways, New York City are slow go. New York 3 at the eastbound side, and then slow so on I-80 Schenectady. And New York State Freeway at the eastbound side, a little so around 290 in Buffalo. Okay, take a look at MBTA alerts at 8:12. Subway system, it's looking good. Commuter rail, Framingham train, 509, 7:45 a.m. from substation is operating 5:15 minutes past, goes between Yonke and Framingham due to train traffic. Worcester train 506, 6:35 inbound, stop the Yonke station to a medical emergency, and it's currently 5 to 10 minutes beyond schedule. Framingham train 510, 802 a.m. inbound, it's affected upon fire, 5 to 10 minutes late due to later around the outbound train. Worcester train 505, 7 a.m. outbound is operating 10 20 minutes beyond schedule between Yonke and Worcester Street due to train traffic. And on the Thursday, I'm looking good. Peter Joe New time is now 8:13 in the morning time on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school. Time out for a weather report. And take a look at radar, and it shows spotty rain showers around the Cape Towns from East End, stretching to the border down to Plymouth. Spotty rain showers east of Marshfield, and a lot of streak of rain showers from Derry, New Hampshire, stretching down South Newburyport, that Ipswich, and Clifford, Rockport, stretching to the Cape Ann. That's seen some rain showers off the seacoast of New Hampshire and southern Maine coast. And seeing some spotty snow showers by eastern portions of Quebec and eastern portions of Quebec. Spotty snow showers in the southeastern portions of New Brunswick. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. First, we got a frost advisory in effect from midnight tonight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday. The National Weather Service Optimization Aid. Frost advisory, which in effect from midnight tonight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday. Location much to 3 Massachusetts, except no force of Massachusetts, where the growth season is not yet begun. Temperature low to mid-30s late tonight and early Tuesday morning. Impact sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if left uncovered. And frost advisory means that widespread frost is expected. Sensitive outdoor plants may be killed if left uncovered. Gusty west wind The dry humidity values are offered. 1185, weather winds today. Area 5, very advised that the combination of strong westerly winds 25, 35 miles per hour and very dry relative humidity values lead to faster dry and very fuels. Even with a recent radio stretch to the dismal drive, slightly higher whisper, elevated fire weather, and day has a weather outlook day 1 day tonight, frost advisory, day 2% Tuesday for Sunday, frost advisory. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, skies spring up, 11 a.m., mostly less clouds, about 69 degrees. West about 6 to 13 miles with gusts and 30 miles an hour for tonight. French miles after 4 a.m. Miles, coast to about 35 degrees, northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour, becoming common in AD. Tuesday, French miles before 7 a.m. Miles, south skies about 70 degrees, west around 3 to 8 miles an hour. Tuesday, coast skies about 44 degrees. About a variable wind. For Wednesday, center skies about 70 to about 42 degrees, northward about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Thursday, Sunday, most skies about 73 to about 47 degrees. Friday, chance of showers afternoon. Parts of the most skies about 6 to about 50 degrees. Transpiration 30%, up to 50% by Friday night. Saturday, chance of showers, most skies about 63 about 47 degrees. Transpiration 40%. And for Sunday, chance of showers, parts of skies about 60 degrees. Transpiration 30%. Good, not there. It's overcast and 51. Humidity 54%. And 11 above Celsius, and that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Morning news of this May night 2016 out of Monday. Peter, you have a good morning and a good positive attitude. And remember, it's the Norton Town meeting tonight, 7 o'clock at the high school at 7 p.m. tonight. So I'm asking everybody to come to the town meeting and observe what goes on in the government. And be a faithful citizen. Have a good day.